Hey, what's up guys, it's Jake with hookahdomain.com, and today we received our Leila from hookah-shisha.com. They were nice enough to send us out a Leila to review for you, so we definitely thank hookah-shisha.com for sending this out for us. So definitely without further ado, let's take a look at the Leila and tell you a little bit more about the way it's put together and basically what the Leila is all about. The joy is now going places. That's the catchphrase that's on the side of the box here for the Leila. We have a logo on the side there, as well as on the back. It says "Caution hot in case of use. Smoking damages health." We have www.smokeleila.com, and of course on the top just the Leila logo on the box here. This is a really thick cardboard, corrugated cardboard box. So without further ado, let's open this thing up and see how it looks. See, we open it up. There's a nice piece of foam on top to protect the contents. Take that out and put it aside. We have our hose. The hose to smoke our Leila. Definitely looks like a custom hose. Has a custom fitting there to plug into your hookah, your Leila hookah. Put that aside. We also have some bubble wrap as well as some plastic here. And we have our bowl. The bowl that fits into the inside of the Leila. So put that aside. Comes with mouthpieces, it looks like. There's some looks like filter mouthpieces that have the actual filters built into them, as well as just your standard mouthpieces for the tip of the Leila hose. Looks like it came with probably about 10 or 20 of those, so we got those there. And then the Leila itself. Wow, this thing's definitely a fingerprint magnet. As you can see, it's real shiny. Definitely a lot of places to catch fingerprints. I mean, I'm already getting scuffs all over it. But a very attractive unit. I mean, very nice looking. Very shiny. Has some really nice design work around the outside of it here, floral design, and the hookah itself, as well as the clear window here. And there's a switch down bottom. Flip the switch, we have light. So when we're smoking the hookah, we have blue LED light, and just a little switch at the bottom here just flips it on and off. Doesn't look like there's anywhere to replace batteries or anything like that. Looks like there's a few solder marks. And there's a nice seam there where they soldered it together on the outside of the Leila itself. We're going to go ahead and unscrew our cap, and there's a metal grating for basically your wind cover that screws onto the top of the Leila once you get your coal in there. That way you can travel with the hookah and don't have to worry about burning anything. That protects your coals. This is the inside downstem. It's plastic. There's a rubber grommet around the outside here, and then as you can see here, it's just metal, maybe aluminum, and then a plastic piece here, which is what your bowl fits onto, and then your downstem that goes into the water. And there's a little red indicator here, which I'm assuming is a good indicator of where your water level should be, but it's a rubber fitting around this downstem. That aside, and then that's it. I mean, there's nothing else really inside. I mean, it's just empty. This is your hose fitting, and there's some metal pieces on here as well as plastic, and then basically your heart is basically attached to the hose plug there. So that's the Leila. Let's go ahead and get it set up for you. The first part to setting our Leila hookah up, we're going to go ahead and add water to the actual base, which is one piece. The stem is actually part of the base. I'm sorry, the hose port is actually part of the base. And of course we have our downstem here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just add some cold water to it. about there should be good. And a good way to check as an indicator for that is we're going to put our downstem in it, and there's a little red indicator on there that shows about where the water level should be. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but there's a little red indicator there to let you know where the water should be. And that looks about right. Guess we can go ahead and get our light going, huh? A little blue LED. Got that going. The next step to setting up your Leila is to pack your bowl. As you can see, it's a really tiny bowl, not much really to it. What we're going to go ahead and do is pack it with a little bit of Fantasia pink lemonade here. Go ahead and shake it up actually, get the juice flowing. And what we're going to do in this case is just sprinkle a good few pieces in there. It really doesn't take much to fill this up, maybe a couple grams or so. You should be fully packed on the bowl. So we get a good few pieces of tobacco in there. It should look something like that. Just not too much, just kind of sprinkle it in. A good way to, like I said in previous videos, to make sure it's packed right is to blow into the bottom of it. Make sure you have good airflow. So I blew through the bottom of it, got the air flowing through there nicely, and now our bowl's packed. Next we're going to add the trusty aluminum foil to the bowl, and you just really need a tiny little piece of aluminum foil for this bowl. And remember, shiny side down, shiny side down. Get our aluminum foil, make sure it's nice and tight over around the bowl. And basically that's it. Doesn't really take a whole lot. Next we're going to go ahead and poke our holes into the bowl. I'm just using a thumbtack here, and I'm just going in one even circle around the whole entire outside of the bowl. Poking a few small holes, working my way in, going around again with it. Next row, going all the way around the middle, and then filling in all your empty spaces here with a thumbtack. Make sure you got even holes all around the bowl. So, got us our holes poked here in our bowl. Next step is to put our bowl into the downstem. Basically, to do this, you take your downstem out, kind of drop the bowl in there, give it a nice little firm push all around the outside to make sure it's on there snug, because if not, you won't get a tight seal. So our bowl's in there now. This is kind of like the ashtray here. It catches all the ash around that groove on the outside whenever you're ashing your coals or whatnot. But we got the bowl into the ashtray, downstem. Now we can go ahead and set it into the Leila. Make sure it's a nice snug fit around the outside here. There's a rubber grommet on there, but set that on there like so.